Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Aaron's High Cap Adventure Radio program. I'm Matt, your host, and we're coming back from an interview with Dr. Uch, which was very good, and we're now here with John Ferguson from Blackjack Firearms. You always keep hearing me talk about John and his shop, and I go across the street, and there he's got all those goodies, and I'm looking at it. Well, I finally got him on. If you can see me in video land, here he is, okay? Finally got him here. He's a world traveler, and it's very hard to pin him down, so we got him here. So what I'm going to do, John, say hi.
Hello, Matt. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm going to read a quick bio because I asked John to give me a quick bio or a short bio, and he's true to form. He gave me a short bio, so I'm going to read it, and he's going to add on to it if he wants to. John Ferguson, partner with Steve Husher at Blackjack Firearms. John grew up south of Houston and served 21 years in the Army. Thank you, sir. During his time in the Army, he was stationed in Korea, Maryland, Germany, and Fort Hood. He served 3 tours in Iraq, 2 with 4th Infantry Division and 1 with the 504th Battlefield Surveillance Brigade. In 2011, he and Steve started Blackjack Firearms to build custom ARs. Yes, John, I do want more than that. So tell me, you're here now. Give us a little bit more information. What the heck's going on? What started this? What's your direction? And then we'll talk about some products.
All right, well, Steve also is an 11-year veteran of the Marine Corps. So between the two of us, we had a lot of experience with M16s and other firearms, and we really enjoyed the AR platform. And we decided that between our experience, we could develop some rifles that met the criteria that we knew were important. When you pull the trigger, it has to go bang, and you have to be able to hit your target.
Very good.
Okay,
that's 2 very important things for sure.
You know, we're not trying. We can build tack drivers. We've done that for people, but that's not our goal. Our goal is reliability. And, you know, basically, well, for lack of a better word, battlefield accuracy.
That's what I want to get at. You guys have been in the box. You know how those things work under severe conditions.
Correct.
So taking that expertise and the ability to put guns together and knowing what to foresee in the future for problems, you can hopefully take all those out of the equation, right?
Correct.
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, I would bring in here some of his rifles, and they're just great. I mean, there's different aspects of them, different parts, different materials, and he takes all that into consideration. So on those guns, John, I'll tell you what, before we get in the product demo, is there anything particular about your guns? You've got a basic gun line. Just tell me about that. Why do you feel that that's superior to another person's basic gun line?
Well, our basic rifles come with one major modification that most people consider a major upgrade, and that's we use the nickel boron bolt carrier groups or black nitride bolt carrier groups. These bolt carrier groups are a frictionless type finish, and makes it very easy to clean and helps with the reliability
I noticed that because when you turned me on to that and I saw it and you told me all the benefits of it, I'm like, it's a no-brainer. And so I've gotten a few and I use them, and it definitely is, one, easier to clean. You can tell it's a lot slicker, so that's a great advancement. So that's all your standard line? All
of our standard line are now coming with those bolt carrier groups. You know, we've worked over the years trying to figure out what works best. We've come to the conclusion that those are phenomenal products. One
other thing, though, about that, don't you have the upper receiver?
We have uppers. We do some of our upscale rifles will have the upper also coated in nickel boron. We also do trigger groups coated in nickel boron. If you get all those options, it adds some to the price, but it also,
well, let me ask you this then.
Those things don't fail.
Okay, I was just going to ask you. I was going to put you on the spot. In your opinion, compared to a normal standard bolt carrier group and upper, if you're using standard ammo, military ammo, can you give any idea of malfunction time compared to one over the other?
I've gone through up to 400 or 500 rounds through a rifle, and never had a malfunction. And when I take out the bolt carrier group, anybody who's been in the military knows that you're in there scraping the bolts. Spend hours in the arms room doing that. You're not doing that. It's at that point it's heated up enough that the carbon is dried on the bolt, but I flake it off with my fingernail.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so I've never had a malfunction.
Can they get all that information on your website, bjfirearms.biz?
Yes.
go to bjfirearms.biz. Check it out. We're brief here on time, so all this information is given you. Go to the website. You can even find his number, call him there. Check out your ARs. Clean off that carbon, too. But right now, John, we're going to merge these two together. Instead of me doing your product demo, okay, I'm saying, John, I want this part to show to people. We discussed in the last few weeks, we discussed the forearm, the handguard, and all the stuff that can attach to that. Then we went down to our pistol grip. We did single sling adapters. Now we're at the buttstock. So why don't you take it away, show us from cheapest to most expensive, basic to most advanced type of stocks you got.
Okay. One of the most popular lines of accessories for the ARs is built by Magpul. Okay. They make all sorts of grips, stocks, and forearms. The beauty of the AR is I've heard it called Barbies for men. It's, you can accessorize this thing as all sorts of ways. So when you get the stocks, you got the standard stock on the AR. Well, a lot of people want to personalize their rifle.
Right.
Okay. So you can start out with the Magpul Mo, the MOE. This stock it's a basic lightweight stock. It comes in black, flat dark earth, or OD green, and gray.
Can I pause you for a second? MOE, what does it stand for? Do you know, or am I putting you on the spot? Okay, but he's honest. He's honest. We're in video land here, too, so show him in the video and then make mention of how this is different.
Right.
The locking mechanism is different.
Yeah, the Mo has a single latch that for moving your stock back and forth on the carbine-linked gas or buffer tube. Okay. Yep. The CTR is the next upgrade for that. The CTR has a lock. Not only does it have the latch that allows you to move the stock back and forth, but it has a lock that when you squeeze that, it keeps the stock rock solid. It's not going to rattle. It's not going to move around it.
That's a nice feature.
Okay. The next step up from the CTR is the STR. Okay, the STR has the same features as the Mo and the CTR. It's got the latch. Also has compartments on the side that you can store batteries or oil or any other items you want.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something about this too. And John, you're well aware of this, being in combat and all that. But the more junk you have hanging off that rifle, if you've never been in a swamp with an AR, okay, you don't understand how quick things catch on you. Right. So I've seen these ARs with flashlights sticking out 3 inches, scopes that have all these different offset sights. It's just a bunch of stuff that gets caught. So when we're looking at this stock here, he's keeping it slim and trim, but he's still enabling yourself to get extra equipment like batteries and whatever else you want to put in there.
Right. You can put little vials of oil in there for cleaning the weapon. The other benefit is the stock, because of the compartments for the oil and the batteries, gives you a cheek rest.
Yes.
Okay. So a lot of people...
If you can't see it, everybody, it flares out. So as you're leaning your head over, it'll flare out either left or side. It's ambidextrous. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
So a lot of people like that as an upgrade stock because of the cheek rest. They don't like the fact that the most of the AR stocks are very narrow. And so this one gives you a little bit of room to...
But it does eliminate... You don't have the ability to put your strap up on top, though, in that one. That's what I'm noticing there.
That is true. You don't, but it does have this little ring on the side.
Explain that.
They've got... because the Mo and the CTR have these two positions up here where you can put a sling, the STR has a little ring adapter here, and you've got a single point QD ring that snaps into it.
Right.
And then you can attach your sling with that or as a single point, or you can do the 2 or 3 points.
And the quick detaches are nice, too. In case you got to get out of your system real quick, just push the button, off she comes. Okay, what else?
Okay, the next one is the ACS. The ACS has built-in cheek rest. It's not as big as on the STR, so it's a narrower one. So if you don't want something that's as wide as that, because those cheek rests actually stick out wider than most ARs, other than the forward assist. But it does have a compartment on the side where you can actually store items as well, batteries.
That's pretty
and
nice.
stuff.
Let's show that on video here. If you'll notice, okay, we're going to put that last stock you had up here is basically the same, except it was wider up on top. Let's get a shot like this. from left to right, it's wider than, which one is this called?
The ACS.
ACS. It's a little thinner, but if you'll notice that the storage compartments were up on the sides here. This one's got a trap door. I personally like the trap door because it is connected. It does not separate from the stock. This one's separated from the stock, didn't it? When you pulled it out?
Yes.
Okay, so if something happens and I take the part out from, and John, help me, what's this one?
That's the STR.
STR. When you pull the plug from the STR, if something happens, you get bumped and it drops on the ground. There it is. It's on the ground. You got to go searching for it. On this one here, though, it's hinged. So when you open up your compartment, the door stays on the stock and you can't lose it. That's what I was talking about last time when we were talking about pistol grips. I don't like the plug version where you pop the hook and the whole plug comes out. I like the trap door version where I release the spring and the bottom of the trap opens, but it stays connected to my pistol grip. So that's why I like this one here too. So you've got lots of options, and you said they come in different colors?
Yes. They come in black, gray, flat dark earth, and olive drab green.
And all the other Magpul accessories will match those colors?
Correct.
Okay. And something like... I'm sorry, I got two more left.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right.
He's so prepared.
So we got two more stocks. Now these are going into the more upscale. Most of these other stocks, from the MOE up to the ACS, you're talking price ranges anywhere from about $36 to about $80. Okay. Now we're going into the high-end Magpul stocks. Okay. This is the PRS. It's a precision rifle shooting. Okay. This stock is for rifles, not for carbines. Okay, so you have to have a rifle length tube on it.
Okay.
Okay. The beauty of this stock is it is fully adjustable. You can adjust for cheek rest and for length of pull.
Very good.
So you can, if you need a stock that's a little bit longer, then you can slide out the back and
so this
extend it a little bit.
This is for precision shooting.
Precision shooting, right? Okay. The last stock we have is the UBR. Now this is the highest end of the Magpul line. Okay, this stock requires its own buffer tube. Okay, so it is unique from all the rest of them.
Okay.
Okay. The beauty of this stock is that when it slides back, it's got 6 positions. Okay, just like a normal stock. However, you can go in and set this one where you want your furthest extension to come back to.
So you don't have to keep jiggling around finding the spot.
Right. If you always know that it's most comfortable for you to fire at position 4 rather than position 6.
6, right.
Then you can set this so that's as far back as it goes.
I do that all the time. I'm like, okay, I'm at 4. I got to click all the way out and count 1, 2 as compared to counting 4.
Right.
So, okay, great.
So this one you can set like that. It's a little bit heavier stock. A lot of people who are going to go for a lightweight rifle don't like it. But this stock is also, there are things you can do to make it a little bit lighter. It's got a compartment that's got both sides that you can take off the hinge cover on one end and the back plate on the other. Open it up, takes a little bit of weight out of it. You can do a little bit of things, but
and you can put that on either rifle or carbine.
Yes,
because it comes with its own tube.
You put your own buffer tube on it.
Okay,
so it'll go with either one.
That looks pretty good.
Yeah. So, but like I said, where the other stocks going to cost from like $36 to $80. PRS, we sell these for $220, and the UBR sell for $240.
I'll tell you, everybody, I've seen these guys put some stuff together. It looks pretty darn nice. Prices are pretty good too. You need to go to bjfirearms.biz and check them out. Give them a call. If you've got an AR already and you want to trick it out, they can do that. If you haven't got one yet, they can tell you. I was telling you this before. It's almost like a menu. What do you want? What are you going to use it for? I've got this. I've got that. So give them a call. bjfirearms.biz, Blackjack Firearms. This is John. And John, time is clicking away, so I'm going to have to move to the next segment. But this is fantastic. Just hang tight, and we'll enjoy it. So everybody, once again, John Ferguson from Blackjack Firearms. Check them out at bjfirearms.biz.